Hey everybody, this is Matthew Cook and this is episode 92 on the Tactical Dad podcast. In this episode, we are going to talk about concealed carry and everyday carry gun belts. This is a topic I don't need any notes for at this point. Our company pretty much specializes in gun belts, so I have become very well versed in not only the creation and production of nylon, but basically the whole supply chain. Other brands, other major brands in the space, and a little bit about their supply chains too. It's not too difficult to find where companies buy their stuff from, and it's not too difficult to find out how they make their gear. So, with that being said, let's get into the essential everyday carry item, which is a gun belt for concealed carry, everyday carry items like your flashlight, a knife, a multi-tool, even your phone. A lot of people carry the phone on the belts now. And whether you are whether you're in some kind of service industry, whether you build houses, you lay bricks, you're a joiner, you're a plumber, you're an electrician, all you guys use tools, you would probably benefit from quite a more heavy duty belt that can sustain the load of those tools, and I bet you wouldn't mind looking good at the same time. And same can be said for those that want to conceal and carry. You don't want to display your weapon. They want to, the whole point of concealed carry is to do it without no one knowing that you're carrying. So you need a belt that's going to hold the load of a firearm, probably an extra magazine, and rather comfortably. And the belt, you would like the belt to match like with a pair of jeans, a pair of khakis, a shirt, a t-shirt. You just want it to be subtler. So our belts, Second Amen, we sell ratchet style gun belts, and we sell for, $39.99, and it is a 600 denier ballistic nylon that can carry comfortably tested to carry a load weight of 7 pounds, or just over 7 pounds to be precise. I use it for tactical shooting and training, and I also use it for every day. I'm wearing one right now. I've got a pair of, they're tactical pants, but I'm not doing anything tactical today. I'm at my desk and I'm picking the kids up and taking the kids to the playground. Moving around the house, bringing one of the couches downstairs. So I'm just like doing everyday stuff, and it works great. So the elements you need to really consider when choosing a gun belt for concealed carry and for specifically carrying a gun is the denier count. If you're going nylon anyway, I guess first you got to decide, you want to go leather or nylon. My preference is nylon. Leather, no matter how strong and thick, over time it folds, bends and sags. Like no matter what, like that's what it does. It's leather. Like that's what leather does over time. It's simple. Now you can get some really nice looking and some very strong sturdy leather belts, don't get me wrong. You can get some beautiful belts, and I have some. But I'm not going to recommend it for concealed carry and for an everyday belt. So I'm going to say go nylon. And then when you go nylon, you got to choose a belt that has the right denier count. Any denier count that's less than 600 is not strong enough. It's not going to hold. It's gonna sag eventually. It might even fold over. It needs to be at least 600 denier. 620 denier is the sweet spot. If you get up to 1,000 denier, basically denier is the strength of the belt. Think of it in terms like that, rather than bore you with the science of it and how it's made. Like denier is the strength of the belt. 600 denier to 650 denier is like the sweet spot. It's strong enough to carry a compact, a full size, an extra magazine, an extra 2 magazines. Our tactical 620 denier ballistic nylon belts carry comfortably a full size, 2 pistol ammos, 2 pistol mags, and 2 rifle mags, and my knife's on the back as well, comfortably. No sag, no folding over, nothing. Works great. So 600 to 620 denier ballistic nylon is the sweet spot. More than that and it gets really, really stiff, digs into your hip. The next thing you want to look at is the width of the belt. Now most gun accessories are 1.5 inch, so I am going to recommend that on to the masses that have a lot of accessories that are 1.5 inches, go with a 1.5 inch nylon belt. We do have some, they're not in stock yet, but what we have right now are our 1.4 inch belts. And these are great in terms of they're a little narrower, so they go through all belt loops. Sometimes, depending on the belts, our actual buckle will go through the loops, which can, in most cases, make things easier. It's not what everybody would want, but a lot of people, it's easier. Now there is a little bit of give sometimes, like there's a little bit of room with the accessories on our 1.4 inch belts, but they're on there pretty tight, and because of it being nylon and textured, it doesn't move around. Like it's got to be really, really loose or a poor accessory for it to move around. So consider the width of the belt, then consider the thickness. It's all right having a high denier count belt, but it should also be at least 4 millimeters thick. So that's how you can tell if people are talking BS as well. If they're like it's 1,000 denier, but it's only 2 millimeters thick, it's probably not 1,000 denier. Ours are 4 millimeters, and ours are 620 denier ballistic nylon. So think of that as like as a baseline. If it's thicker than that, great. It's probably a higher denier count, most likely. Not all the time, but most likely. Then I'm gonna suggest you think about the function. I don't like holes in belts anymore. Can't stand holes in belts and through the buckle and then in the hole and then adjusting the hole because it's a pain in the ass. Go ratchet. Go with a ratchet style belt. Ours are ratchet style belts. It's a quick flip of a switch, loosen it or tighten it by pulling it in, and you'll hear the clicks. Super easy. Now I'm actually yet to see a poor ratchet belt that doesn't last very long. We give a 2-year warranty on ours, so we're pretty confident that it's going to last for that long. And the ratchet, like the 32 adjustable positions, we're pretty confident that's going to stick for 2 years. And next belt, Core Essentials, and some other ratchet belts as well I've seen, very good quality. So I don't foresee them the ratchet like not working out for a long time even if you use it every day. I'm yet to actually see a poor one, so I mean I'm sure I'll come across it, but consider going with a belt that has traditional holes or going with a belt that has no holes and has a ratchet style. I'm going to say go ratchet because it's game changing. And then the other thing would be like the style, the visual, the look, the aesthetics. We have 2 different styles, a more tactical woven style or a smooth finish, sort of an everyday, nice with a pair of jeans, nice with a pair of khakis style. Smooth finish, just looks really clean, really nice and tidy. And the tactical woven style, like you look at it and you think more of a working day belt, like you're going to attach gear to it, that's what you think. With the smooth dressy belt, it's more of a that you're going to conceal, you're going to maybe appendix carry or something. So 2 different styles. Think about the style you want and like anticipate where you're going to use it most. Fortunately, because it's my company and we sell the belts, I have one of each, but I certainly do think about which style I'm going to wear depending on the activities of the day. So I would consider that. And then final thing would be the price. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate and really love companies that are trying to keep it in America. I really do, and I'm trying to. I really am. The only issue is keeping everything in America, and I'll support that as well. But keeping everything in America, the issue is the price. The cost is so damn high, and with inflation and just the general pay standards, like. Not a lot of people can afford a belt from Core Essentials, from Next Belt, from We the People holsters and belts, or whatever the last part of their name is. We the People, they're very well-known brand. They actually do really great gear. That looks really cool as well. All the media and stuff I see from them looks awesome. Blue Alpha, like seems like really awesome gear. but they're charging $60 to $120 a belt. Our belts are $45 and we've always got a 20% off discount, or we've always got a 15, 20, sometimes a 30% off deal. So you'll never pay more than $40 for our belts. I think that's reasonable. Now, granted, ours are not made in America. They are not, which allows us to go for that lower price point. But think about all the companies. Next Belt, their belts are made in China, in Asia. Core Essentials, their belts are made in China, somewhere in Asia. I'm not going to disclose what factories and stuff, but that information, you can find it out. It's not difficult to find that information out. You can find out where ours are from. I'll tell you, they're made in Asia. They come here and they're assembled in America. They're tested and assembled in America, but they're made and delivered to us from Asia. We the people are made in, they're made in America. Like, good for them. But they also, they also charge, I'm trying to find the price now. They also charge, like, your average gun belt is $70, and they've got some here for $110. Now, don't get me wrong, they probably are phenomenal belts. Phenomenal. But there's not that many people that can afford a $109 belt or a $60 belt to carry. So I get it. There's a trade-off there. There's a choice that needs to be made. All for those that want to support America and have the dollars to do that. But for those that can't, there are a lot of the major manufacturers that are sourcing from very credible, great places in Asia or across seas, like we are, that allow us to sell the products at a lower price point. Now, they're extremely good. Like, think about your iPhone. No doubt you might be listening to this through an iPhone. iPhones are made in China. I actually had a debate on social media with somebody the other day. I said debate. We had a few exchanges in comments, and somebody else jumped on I guess if there were sides, jumped on my side to further reinforce the fact that our red dot, our reflex red dot, is made in China. And it's brought to us, and we just do quality control here. But it's made in China. But so is Vortex, and so is Holosun. And they're like the biggest and best brands in the optics space. Yet it's okay for them, but not for other businesses. Like, there's this perception of China doing cheap shit, and in many cases it is, but not all the time. Not if companies are doing a great job with the supply chain. So they are the elements of a gun belt I would consider, especially for someone that is actually going to conceal and carry, or for someone that's actually going to use it as a working belt. I would consider those elements. And we are a small family business. I would encourage you to check out our belts. I would completely and wholeheartedly appreciate the support towards our belts and our business, or at least the consideration. Go and check it out, or check us out. Second Amen EDC gun belts. We will be bringing out lots of different colors and different sizes in terms of width. We got 1.4, we're bringing out 1.5. We're going to have bigger sizes as well to accommodate some of the bigger guys and girls. We have lots of different prints, a lot of new camo prints coming. We've got different buckle options coming. Lots of stuff coming. Really good belt. I would encourage you to check us out, and I would appreciate the consideration for our brand. But that's all from me today on this particular subject on gun belts. I'm quite passionate about it because that is like the major part of our business is EDC gun belts, and I really like them. But thanks for joining me. Hope that was helpful for you, especially you new shooters, you new folks that are considering concealing and carrying. Hope that helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.